And good day, folks, and welcome back to the Simulation Soccer League here. We're with the Major League Matchday 17 here, part 2 here, as we're going to be seeing 3 more matches to finish off your game day here. Starting things off, we got Romana and Tenochtitlan. We got Sao Paulo going against Reykjavik, a must-win game for Reykjavik there. And then we got the Celtic side going against Hollywood in our final match of the day. Starting things off is Romana, gonna go against Tenochtitlan here. Both these teams have had a pretty good season as of late, so we'll have to see here who's gonna be able to continue that battle, see if they can get towards that second or third place position. So big 3 points for both teams here on the top half of the league table. It's gonna be in the purple as we make sure here we got the correct settings. We are all good here. In the purple, going from right to your left is Romana, and Tenochtitlan is in the gold and red. Going from your left to your right. A little bit of that off-centered wingers again for Tenochtitlan. Well, you have a pretty standard formation-wise on the Romana squad. Volta passing this one in on the right side. Patterson gets a header there, but that one's just going to go over the bar. Early opportunity there. Elliott gets it over towards De Silva. Volta on the first time effort. He also fires that one over. Good early pressure coming in from the team in gold. Going with 4 shots here early in the opening 10 minutes. Just haven't been able to find the goal with any of them just yet. As Volta get themselves a high rating here early for their opportunities. Elliott's going to go on the free kick. Just too much curl on that one. I think Cronus had that one covered, though. He saw that one the entire way through. Elliott going on the near side. Good save from Cronus. Unfortunately, not picked currently for their World Cup squad. Trying to see if they can make an effort to see if they can make themselves get picked. As it's been 8 shots already in the opening 25 minutes. No goals, though. Holding strong and hoping to see if the Romana defense can start getting the ball up the pitch. Here's Pinkman. De Silva. Down to the near side, Volta returns it towards De Silva. Inside for Tut. Reset here with Pinkman again. Good bout of passing right now from the squad as they're looking to see if they can find an avenue up the field. Now they play through, and it's Roger. Roger's shot, though, does get blocked by Flip. As Elliott's going to recontrol this one in the opponent's half, but a good interception there from Dobrich, but it won't lead to anything. And it's going to go right back here to more possession from both squads. A lot of sprints coming out here, though, from the Romana team. Maybe it's going to lead them to something here. As they get played up towards the top of the area to Francis. And return it towards the wing. A low cross in, but ball will be able to get to that one. Sanji was there looking in tight, ready to tap that one in home. Here's Sanji. Out wide. Rivas. Sanji can't get that one in. Good job from Pinkman. And now Volta is going to bring this one up on the counterattack the other way. Still going with it, Volta. Good run gun down the line. Can't cross it in towards Patterson, though. Flip does well to shift over towards his left and makes the block. Long opportunity here both ways. They're going back and forth here. A little game of ping pong, but it ping pongs right in towards the waiting goalkeeper's hands. Hannibal did pick up a yellow card, as did Coin Flip, as we're going to round things up here in the opening half. Pretty good half, though, from Tenochtitlan. They should feel pretty good with this one. The only difference, though, they just haven't found really the shots to hit the goal. A lot of shots in towards on the edge of the goal area, as you can see. 6 of the shots on the edge of the goal area and 3 of them didn't hit the target. So you gotta figure out, especially within that close, gotta be hitting the goal in the second half. Let's see what type of changes these teams might have came up with here as we start up the second half. As we have Hoppity down the right side. Gonna cross this one in. Well done in the air from the defender, but Sanji's gonna put a second effort in, and that one almost snuck its way through. Went through a couple bodies there, but a third one is able to find it and clear it aside for a corner kick. This is the type of early pressure you want to see from Romana, though, to start off this half. Lichtsteiner doesn't have anything happen to him there. As we continue on, as Hoppity does pick up a yellow card as well, so that's 2 on yellow cards in the back line now for Romana as they take this corner kick, which gets headed away by Elliott. Sanji from distance, and it goes in! That one had eyes on it. I think the ball just couldn't see it through the sea of bodies in front of him, and he sneaks that one in off the far post. A great effort there from Sanji. Gets the opening goal for Romana. Look at that shot, just around everybody. And yeah, I think ball might have been screened on that one. And Romana, that's what happens when you don't make full opportunities count. One goes the other way, and they do make it count. Romana 1, Tenochtitlan 0. Hannibal wins in the midfield now. So let's see, can they get a response? Volta. He's going to try from range, but that goes over the crossbar. Some corner kick on the far side for Romana. Won't lead it to much, though, as that strike just comes off for a goal kick. Take a look here quickly. The Romana squad, they don't exactly have the highest of average on the TPE side, but it's a good mix of some very high ones and some newer ones have just come up, and it's been a really good balance trying to get the ones with the high TPEs in the most active of positions, such as Francis with a good shot there. So it's led him to some success this season. Tenochtitlan does have a great job here. They really utilize those season 20 players, and they've really started to build into their own right now in this season. So I think in the next season or two, they're going to be really tricky to have to face off against. As here's Elliott, De Silva. Was Roger onside? I guess they were. Kronos does make the save. I wasn't too sure if Roger was able to stay on side there, but a good job there. But yeah, I was just saying, they have a really good job. They built out a major league squad full of players who are active and strong building in that TPE. But we have a turnover the other way. Reverse. He's going to come through on the left side. Play this one in. It's loose, and it's Sanji again who puts it home. Tenochtitlan defense couldn't clear it away. It was just a silly play in the back line. Reverse was able to pounce onto that one, make them pay, and he took it through as an odd man break the other way. Pinkman couldn't clear it away. Sorry, Elliott couldn't clear it away, and Sanji's right there to fire that one home. 2-0 Romana. Volta off the free kick though, and there we go. He responds with one right back. Perfect response for the Tenochtitlan squad, and Volta finally makes one count. Beautiful free kick in towards the top cheddar. That might be some competition there for goal of the match day. And another opportunity on the first side. Volta, what a game. What a game. It isn't enough to lead them to victory. Reverse. Dobrich in the air. Our heads that one over. Getting towards the last 15 minutes. Can we find an opportunity? Oh, it's Volta again on a free kick. Dangerous. Beautiful. Absolutely cinema. That is beautiful right there from Volta. He has tied it up. 2 free kicks. Finding his own Declan Rice impression right there. And he fires that one in towards the same spot. 2-2 is the scoreline. Van Eindhoven. We've seen some goals from range from him. Oh, that was some good power on that one. Nice flip. Puts it down for Francis. Sanji again! Can't find the goal on that one, though, however. Coming off the header, that ball was loose. It took a couple of ricochets there, but Cronus was able to find it after it hits off his own teammate's back. As we're going towards the last few minutes here, will we see a breakthrough? Doesn't look like it with 4 minutes of additional time, but we do return here with a corner kick. Can Romana find the late winner? Corner kick, and Happety's header just goes flying over the bar. Won't trouble the goal at all as we get towards the final moments here of this one. You know, I think both teams won't be happy with it, I feel, but a draw is a good result for both teams here. They both definitely wanted the 3 points, but they're going to only end up with 1 each. And no surprise, the man who put his team on his back today, Sam Volta, player of the match, 9.2 rating. Shout out, of course, to Sanji's 2 goals, 8.4, but Rivera, 7.8 as well. Good job there on the opening match of the day, but we got a burner coming up next. Sao Paulo versus Reykjavik. Here we go here, folks. Second match of the day. And of course, we said it's a big one. Sao Paulo, Reykjavik United. Reykjavik not in the position you expect them to see in the league table. They're hoping to see if they can pick up a big win here over our Sao Paulo team to get them up the table. So really, it's a big 3 points, I think, for either team. They both need a win here. Draw, I think, would definitely disappoint both squads. So let's see what we get here. With the team in green going against the typical red and black, we've seen these 2 teams play each other in recent cup finals and battles for the top of the league championship. But instead, it's a battle for second and mid-table. And how it works, as they don't care, does Ben Nelson, as Hashimoto plays a great ball in, and Sao Paulo gets themselves the early 1-0 lead as he's able to type it home. Nelson again here. Great job from him as a Wall tries to clear it away, but he clears it right towards Hashimoto. Another cross in from the left defender. Succeeded on the first one, couldn't succeed on the second finish. But this is some great early pressure from the team in red. Mourinho. Prushikin. Derbatov in for Shaheen! That's a response if they are onside. VAR is having a look at this one though. Let's wait and see what VAR has to say. And it's not going to count. Offside. Reykjavik thought they had the tying goal. Let's take a look here on the replay. Oh. By a kneecap. Offside. Not much there. We need one of those zoom in angles where to try to find which finger on the body was offside there. But we continue on. It is Sao Paulo 1, Reykjavik 0. And they look to add a second one as Rubio low. Went too much on the power there, not enough on the accuracy. Great opening half, though, from Hashimoto. 8.2 here already. Pirlo. Mourinho for Urkel. Derbatov with the shot that gets blocked. And Mulder with this one into midfield. Now Rubio going to carry this one up the pitch. Rubio. Good run from the striker. Looking for some support. Did a little bit of flair there. Didn't work out for him. But there's a shot from defense that just goes wide. Sao Paulo with a great opening half. They should definitely be pleased with this one so far. Can they find a second one, though? Nelson. Cotswold. Haven't seen much action out of the right side yet. But Wall does well to deflect that one for a corner kick. So usually when there's offensive output happening, it usually starts from this man, Cotswold. Hashimoto. Cotswold stays on side. Hashimoto feeling the confidence. That's a heat check right there on that shot. Pence goes off the corner kick, and Rashford does well to get on that one. Forces Aguilera, makes a good save right there. Mulder. For Rubio's got the group to the right. He's going to try for the shot, though. And Gerard does well to block that one. Right off the corner kick here, as we're just getting towards the half-an-hour mark on this one. A lot of chances on this game here so far. Mulder with a good opportunity there. Ooh, that one hit off the back of the defender, finds its way right towards Rashford, and he at least wins himself to get a corner kick. And Mourinho. Oh, it's had so much space there. Aguilera does well to make the save there, but that's going to be a missed opportunity. Shaheen. Tentacles. Mourinho with the shot that does get blocked. And Nelson's going to try to see if they can go the other way. It won't lead to much. But again, crazy first half of opportunities. It continues on here. Reykjavik, they need that tying goal. And oh, I think that one was cleared off the line. Nelson, standing on the near post, was able to kick that one away. Good job there by placing the player on the posts to stop that one. Wow. That one leads us all the way towards the halftime break, folks. Hashimoto, what a half. 8.3. Great job from him. But it is 1-0 Sao Paulo, but this one definitely has the making of more goals to come in the second half. We go here, folks. Second half of play. It's Hashimoto off the corner kick. It's a free header for Kirkpatrick. 10th goal. 10th. That's crazy for a defender. Kirkpatrick, king of headers then, clearly. 2-0 Sao Paulo, but 10 goals. Wow. Have a season, Kirkpatrick. As the Groot instantly responds, Hashimoto continues his hot first half. You blinked, and it's 2 goals as the Groot gets one more. This is a dream start for the half. Look at that cross off the volley from Hashimoto. This is a career-changing game for Hashimoto right now. 9.7, doing it all. And Reykjavik just seems stunned. They're not giving up, though. Can they find a way back? Ooh, there's a challenge there. Was there a call there? The referee, did they point to the spot? Well, he's going to have VAR take a look at that one. Didn't look like much there. Let's see what VAR has to say. No penalty. Yeah, it looked like more of a ball. All ball there. And it's going to be a corner. Nelson heads it as far as tentacles, who puts this one back in. Not going to lead too much, as it's going to be a free ball for Plushkin in the midfield. Near Mourinho. Lots of space! Went for the far post, and I think Aguilera did get a fingertip on that one. Hashimoto off the throw on little 1-2 with space. Nice shot there. And man, they're just having their way, Sao Paulo. Feeling real good today. It's a response here. Came out of almost nothing, and it's Rashford. Great job there. Rashford does get one back. Urkel sent it in for Rashford and just had the little bit of space. It's just a quick boom, boom shot there. And there we go. We have ourselves a game here, folks. 3-1 on this one. Rubio off the turnover. Far down over. Good job there from Wall to shut down those angles. Here's De Groot. Nelson. A lot of players on yellows in the back line now for Sao Paulo. So they don't feel too threatened. As Cotswold. Great passing. Mulder. Good save right at the keeper. Strong hands to make the catch. Gonna reset this one back to the keeper as it goes towards the near side. Goal scorer Kirkpatrick. Nelson. Mulder. Why not? Give it to Hashimoto. Everything seems to be working there. Nelson. Cotswold. Ooh, that was a great shot, but an even better save from the keeper. Head wins it in the midfield. Good job there. Gonna hit this one up the field towards Mulder. Lots of red jerseys up the field. Can he find one? Hashimoto. Good shot there. Blocked from Maui. Del Pirlo now the other way. It's counterattack. Can Reykjavik pull one more back? There's going to be a big chance here. Shaheen. Maldonado cuts inside. Urkel and the shot gets blocked though. Reykjavik knows how desperate they need the points here in this one. Can't give up. And that's a... How does he keep doing this? That is a beauty header. Kirkpatrick again. Look at that flick on towards the back corner. 4-1 Sao Paulo. That is curtains here on this one. But the defender with two brilliant headers off of corner kicks. Wow, indeed. Rubio, can he add one more for insurance? No. That goes up for a throw-in. T4 shots to 15. This has been a shooting gallery for both teams. Just one team has found the goal a little bit more. Aoi. Rubio won't make a save. Offside though. So you're going to have 4 minutes of additional time here in this one. And Sao Paulo well on their way to pick up 3 points, securing themselves in towards that second place position on the league table. Looking to try and see if they can find a way to get this one closer to Hollywood. Hollywood is coming up next in our final match of the day. As we're just seeing some good passing here, probably to round out the clock here in this one. Will they attempt to go for the goal one more time? Oh, come on, ref. That didn't look like much there. Gotta take it to the corner flag, though. But you know what? They wanted to see if they could get one more. And they don't get themselves anything out of this one. As we might have a few more seconds. The referee could just blow this one dead here, I think. There we go. Just a full-time whistle. Sao Paulo 4. Reykjavik 1. Hashimoto a perfect 10 of 10 rating. 4 assists. 2 off those corner kicks. Kirkpatrick with 2 goals. But wow. Look at that as well. 14. Look at that. 14 key passes, folks. I don't know if I've seen that many. Tentacles with a good one with 7 themselves, but 14 key passes. I don't remember seeing a number that high. One more game left to go here. Celtic versus Hollywood. Cue the Jeopardy music. But we are back here. Final game of the day. It is Celtic going against Hollywood. It's going to be a tough one here for the Celtic squad. Let's see if they can play some spoiler here against this Hollywood FC team. Of course, Hollywood, there you go. Looking to keep that 7-point advantage. And here we go, folks. In the gray, that is the Celtic squad against the blue of Hollywood. Gotta put this one in here. Send Miedema on a run. Miedema being the last player up top. She's able to put a little bit of pressure in. Alright, it's finally going to be settled in, and that's a bad pass. Skovgaard intercepts. And those are the opportunities Celtic is looking for here in this game, but they got to make use of those opportunities. And unfortunately, Skovgaard went side of the goal there on that one. Dybala. Steen. No, does get blocked. Good early pressure, though. From the Celtic squad. They know how important to get that opening goal is. Cormier. That one did well coming down the flank, and his one gets blocked. For a corner kick, here's Hunt off the corner kick. I'm going to get this one cleared away by Ball. But I'm impressed with the Celtic team so far. They've had a pretty good opening 12 minutes. That throw-in, though, was straight towards Hollywood. Hefeweizen towards Mulgreen. Those three attackers up top, always tricky. And try to see if they can find one of them, and it's Kupinac. He's able to put it home, and it's Hollywood 1. Celtic, nil. It's just, that's all it takes for Hollywood. One quick chance, put the ball in the dangerous area somehow. Went through 3 defenders, and the striker was able to fire it home. And it's an instant response from Celtic. Look at this one right here, right off the throne. Little 1-2. Takahashi leaves it for Stain. Hendry, you said his name, and he passes it over towards Pedrillo, who fires that one from range. Always a big fan of Pedrillo. And that is a perfect response right after the first goal. And look at this, Hollywood wants to respond right back again. But Martel gets blocked. Cormier. That one took a couple deflections, but Lax was able to find it. Dybala. Skarsgård! Look at that! 2-1 Celtic! What a first half! Boom and boom! Look at this great passing between Dybala and Ball. Ball plays it through. Skarsgård on the first time shot, posting in. Who won? Who would have thought this would happen? Cormier. Put this one in towards another dangerous area. Strikers, though, can't get to this one, but they can't clear it away just yet. Two shots on goal, 2 goals. Love that. Takahashi does pick up a yellow card, though. Here's Ball. He's going to go through on the right side. Cross this one in. Good effort there. That one's going to go over the goal for a goal kick. It's going to lead to a very, very interesting second half here, folks. Mulgrane tried to succeed on the cross again. This time, though, too close to the goalkeeper. Not enough bodies in front of that one. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. See Hollywood right there pointing at the referee saying, "Come on here, ref. Delay a game." As Skarsgård is going to cross this one in. Ball again. Ball's had some great crosses. That one was a good one towards the far post. Skarsgård with the shot. Just goes wide. Martel cuts inside, and that one just goes wide of the goal. I thought Martel was able to cut inside and towards the middle. Goes towards here at the halftime break. Yes, XG is in favor of Hollywood, but 2 shots on target, 2 goals from Pedrillo and Skarsgård. Separated. Mulgrane with the 7.5 on the other way. Again, not expected here on this one, but I love to see it. Let's see if we can continue that type of play as we get towards the second half of play. Here we go, folks. Hollywood was taking a little bit too long to get back on the field here. Probably need some extra talking to here, but we do start off here with the second half. As McTendy will pick up that ball. A lot of green smiles so far. Celtic feeling it right now. They're feeling the confidence. As Mulgrane does pick up a yellow card. But both players are in the same position on the pitch, both on yellows. Teams might target that area. Mulgrane. Gonna cross this one in, and it gets put in home. There's the tying goal. Dia puts it in. A little bit of a dance there, but just an unfortunate giveaway there from Hendry. Allows Mulgrane that little bit of space. And Mulgrane again, a second assist. And Dia beats ball to the header there. Fires it home and is 2-all. Pedrillo off the free kick. His free kick hits off of the top of the wall. Where's the crowd today? Is this bad weather conditions or something? Traffic? As Pedrillo shot hits off the Martel once again. I'm gonna have to look at that one. Nice little flick on the corner kick. Noseworthy. DeBella. I'll play this one through and it's going to go for a goal kick. Still, Celtic will be happy with this if the clock continues to round its way down to 75th now. Skovgaard has picked up a knock. Gonna continue to play through it though. Super sub is warming up though on the sidelines, keeping an eye on the super sub. Will we see him enter the game? Jello, he gets pickpocketed. Martel the other way. It's a 3-on-3 break. Martel, great sliding challenge from Noseworthy, but the attack still continues. Deal with the effort. Good save from Lax. He's able to punch that one aside. '80th minute, corner kick Hollywood. It's Hunt. Cormier gets up high. He doesn't miss the goal by much. Celtic just trying to hold on. Can they hold on? Three minutes of additional time. We're in the third minute now. Close off the corner kick. Lax comes out of his goal and he collects. Gonna probably fall on top of the ball, take his time getting up. Take all the time you like. There's no flute in sight to wake him up, but he finally throws this one out to the far side. Keep the ball away from your own end. Kick the ball up the field is Celtic. And there we go. It's a tie for the Celtic squad. Definitely a historic result in the team's short history. One of the top results for them as they finish off this game with a 2-2 draw against Hollywood FC. So that's going to shorten the gap there from Sao Paulo to Hollywood. We could be on our way towards a fun finish as Mulgrain does pick up the player of the match with an 8.2. But this has been Pablo Kawasaki here, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in for this match day. Till next time, folks, I will see you guys later.